The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Hello, Steve.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. You?
Yeah, all right, thanks. Hello. So it was the 77th minute before you decided to make a substitution.
It wasn't me that asked that.
Why do you think that then?
That wasn't me that asked that.
All right, getting all defensive. I didn't say it was you, did I? I was just repeating something from the other day, that's all.
I was going to start with that, so you preempted it already.
Yeah.
Not an issue, really. Afternoon, Steve.
Good afternoon.
Can we start with Jack McGowan's new deal, your thoughts on that and your thoughts on his form recently generally, please?
I'm pleased for Jax. He's a good lad. He works very hard for the team. He's very much a team player. Has been for a good few years at Birmingham City, and he deserved his new contract. And we're really pleased we've got it sorted out. It went on a little bit longer, negotiations than we thought, but all in all, it was a happy ending all round. I think he's got it based on his form of late, really. I think that he's got back in the team and he's been very, very good. And obviously, the club had the option on his contract, but to be fair to the club, that perhaps the option on his contract didn't take him to the realms of financially where he wanted to be. So I thought the club were very good in looking at that, looked at that, got into negotiations and come up with something both the club and Jackson, his agent, were very happy with.
What did it say about the club and what you're trying to do here as the manager, that despite sort of uncertainty over the future to an extent, you've got 3 key players that have recently signed new deals and committed themselves?
Well, when you say the future, what you're talking about is our position in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think all the contracts now that are written, there are always clauses in there should the worst thing happen, but that isn't something that we're contemplating. So there's always a safe side to every contract.
But it shows that they're buying into what you're trying to do here and they'd like to see themselves here long term.
Well, whether they're buying into it or not, anyway, I don't know. Someone said that the other week, really, and it makes you think, like, well, do you think they weren't buying into it then? But you're not going to answer that. So first of all, you thought they might not have been buying into it. Well, a couple of people have said that. I think what's happened is, and I've said this before, it took a long time to get a settled team here with everybody, with all the injuries we've had. So you didn't have a goalkeeper for 2 months. You didn't have your right back for 2 months. You didn't have a centre back for over a month. Not going to have another left back now for over 2 months. First of all, you want to get some stability in your back four, because predominantly they're the ones that you want to play on a regular basis. That stability hasn't been there for months on months, and it's not going to be there now, so we may as well accept it. It's not going to be like that between now and the end of the season. So for being here 9 on 6 months, how many times would I have been able to put out a first choice goalkeeper and back four? Won't be many. So straight away your foundations are built from that. And when we had those foundations and no injuries and everybody was up to speed, I thought they were playing very well together. Now all of a sudden there's a bit of a rejig, but we did okay with it last week, to be fair. And we've got to carry on working with what we've got now to the end of the season and making the best of that.
That obviously starts on Saturday. Things are a lot more positive around here since compared to the going down in the Den. What have you made of Millwall generally this season, and was there anything to be learned from that match down there?
Well, we were actually positive going into the first game down there because we'd just beaten Cardiff 1-0, so there was enough positivity going into it. Afterwards, I think that, like many teams have suffered when they've gone down to Millwall this year, the Den is a very, very difficult place to go to, as many teams have found out. We had a moment where we could have gone 1-0 up with Isaac Vassell. Pretty similar effort on goal to Sam Gallagher's on Sunday against Aston Villa. When you don't take that chance, all of a sudden it can make things difficult. We didn't take that chance on the day, but weren't really, for me, anywhere near where we've been of late. So, all in all, I think that even though we've got the disruption of injuries, the team is in a better state than it was when it went down there, for me. As regards them, like I said, very hostile environment that you have to go to down there. Not only probably for our players, but for our supporters as well on the day. So hopefully St Andrews can replicate that for our boys at the weekend. We know it's going to be a tough game. They've done very well this season, but really it's about what we do in the game.
And lastly, in terms of personnel, have you picked up any new problems since we last saw you? Obviously, David Davis got a knock but managed to carry on. Yeah,
I mean, I don't quite know at this moment in time where we're going to be with David Davis. We've got another 48 hours, but what we've done in training is he's trained lightly, but we've also taken precautions and had a look at what we'll need to do and worked on that as well as with David Davis in the team. So that one's going to be a later decision, to be perfectly honest. That one's likely to be more tomorrow.
Just David.
Thank you.